back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Janae. I run a blog called HIGHLOWLUXXE and I focus on luxury, beauty, fashion, and travel. And we are knee deep in Vlogmas, and today's video is one of my favorites. It is my end of the year luxury wish list recap. Again, I haven't nailed down the title yet, but basically at the start of each year I create a luxury wish list to keep myself on track and kind of like set little goals so I don't just spend frivolously on luxury items. I don't like to make impulse purchases, so making my luxury wish list kind of just helps me stick to things and like stay on track so I'm not swayed by sales or just like random things. So at the beginning of this year, I wrote a blog post because it was before I had a YouTube channel. But for 2020, I'll probably do a YouTube video and a blog post of 2020 wish list. So look out for that. But today I'm going to go through my 2019 luxury wish list, what I kind of checked off because I won't be buying anything else for the rest of the year in the luxury realm. So what I purchased already, and then things that I did not purchase or change my mind on, and then at the end I'm going to share just like some things that just creeped into the list throughout the year that I did go ahead and kind of like pull the trigger on. So I think that was enough rambling. Let's get into the video. So let's jump right in. Of course, I will link the blog post below, but I'm just going to start in order. I wrote down everything that was basically on the blog post so I wouldn't forget. So the first thing that was on my wish list this year was a Fendi Peekaboo in the size small with whip stitching. I did not specify a color, and I did purchase this. So I don't think I showed it on the channel, but I got this in, I wrote down when I purchased everything too. I purchased this in November as like an early birthday present to myself because I found it at a great deal and I could not pass it by. This was my first purchase from Rebag. I will link them below. They are, again, a pre-loved site. You know, I love shopping pre-loved, and this bag has been on my wish list for 2 years, and I finally found it at a price I was happy about. But it has the whip stitching, it's small, it fits a ton. I highly recommend this type of bag if you like mini bags, but you also want to be able to carry a lot. Like I have a portable charger in here. I can fit my phone, my wallet, lip gloss, lotion, my new camera. I can fit anything I need in that bag. So that was the first thing that I checked off. Well, not the first thing, but that was the first thing on my luxury wish list for this year. The next thing was a Saline Box Bag, and I also didn't have a specific color, but I knew I wanted it in a neutral. I tried on like the brown kind of color in stores, and I really liked that, but I actually found it in gray with gold hardware, and God, I love this bag. It's such a classic. I will have this bag forever. I would never sell it. It's very durable, hard wearing, and I purchased, this was my first purchase off my wish list. I purchased this in February of this year, but yeah. Love this, a classic. Glad I found it. And I purchased that one at Fashion File. Oh, I forgot to say, the Fendi bag I got for $16.50 or something like that, which is amazing. The bag retails for like $4,500. And then the box bag I purchased from Fashion File, and they don't, it was extremely hard to find that at a deal. I want to say I still paid like $2,000. So okay, next up on my wish list are the Hermes Oran sandals. I will put up a picture because I don't have them and they are no longer on my wish list. So I actually tried these on in store and I just did not like how they looked on my foot. And they just weren't as comfortable as I anticipated. And yeah, so I just took them off. Again, that was one of those things I had just never seen in person, but I liked the way they looked on other people. And also, I just don't get a ton of use out of sandals, so I don't really buy luxury sandals. I have one pair of Dior sandals for like, because they look nice, but I can also wear them to the pool, but also if I want to look nice. But yeah, I don't really splurge on sandals as much because in the summertime, I like to be comfortable. Like, to me, sandals just aren't comfortable unless they're like dad sandals. So I would rather wear a sneaker. Like if I'm going out, then I'll wear like a heel sandal, but as far as flat sandals, I would rather wear a sneaker or some type of like really comfy dad sandal. So I changed my mind and that got kicked off the list. Next are the Gucci loafers, the Gucci Prince Down loafers in the baby pink color, and those are no longer on my list as well. I kind of like went back and forth all summer about buying them, but I had the white ones. I'll pop up a picture. And those just went with everything. So I really didn't find a need. Like every time I tried on the pink ones, I was just like, they would go with the same thing. So like, what's the point of getting these? And I just love the white ones so much. So I'm gonna buy the white ones again, probably next summer. I've had those for 2 years, and I just love them. They go with everything. And again, that's another option I wear in the summer because they're just so comfortable. So yeah, those are no longer on my wish list. Okay, next item are a pair of Gucci sunglasses, and I will put up a picture because this also got kicked off my wish list. Again, I went in the store, I tried them on. I saw them online and I really loved them, but when I tried them on, they just didn't do enough for me. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I found those Forever 21 sunglasses and they just lit up my life. And I bought them in black and brown, and they just did everything that the Gucci sunglasses would have done. They were both kind of like thick framed black, kind of square sunglasses. So those did the trick for me. And then I found those Tom Ford sunglasses, which I will again pop up a picture. And that was kind of my luxury sunglass purchase for the summer. So that's how that worked. Next up was the red Chanel vintage flap in lambskin with gold hardware. And you probably already know I did find this. I purchased this in July of this year. Did I find this on Fashion File? I'll link it. I'll put it up right here. I can't remember where I found this, but this has been on my list for like 2 years because it was just so hard to find in like all of the specifications that I wanted. And that's another tip. Anytime I've settled on something, whether it be the color or the material or the size, I always regret it. So just hold out and just get what you really want. But it took me a long time to find, I wanted it to be vintage because the vintage flaps are just a little more square here. Like the newer ones kind of like are round. I just don't like that. And I also wanted it to be vintage because I like how it's kind of flat. Like newer Chanel's are like really puffy, and I like the flatness. I don't know, I think it just adds character. It just looks really ladylike. And I love how supple the lambskin looks, and I wanted the gold hardware. So I was very happy about that. And I'll put up the price also because I can't remember. Next on my wish list were the Louis Vuitton arch lights in the neon color. I already had the monogram color, and I found them. And I love them. I don't wear these as much as I thought I would. I still wear the monogram ones more, but when I saw them, I was just like, they're gorgeous and I need them. I purchased these in April of this year when I went to New York. That was the other thing. Anytime I see something in person that's on my luxury wish list, it is extremely hard for me to walk away from it. So I wasn't planning on buying these when I saw them, but I had never seen them in person. I just saw them online. And when I saw them, I was like, that's it right there. That's it. They're going home with me. So, but I still love them, and they're a great kind of comfy option. Some people say the arch lights are not comfortable to them. I think maybe because I have a narrow foot, because they are snug. So if I would assume if you had a wider foot, they probably would be very uncomfortable. But they're comfy to me. Next on my list was a Balenciaga sweater. And as you can see, I purchased it. This is my newest luxury wish list purchase. I found this last week on a hell of a discount. And I will put a few links below because they're on sale on a lot of sites right now. But this is the exact one. I put up a picture that I had on my blog. I wanted it in black with the yellow because I just think it's such a nice combination and it just pops, but it's so classic. And it just feels so good. It's so soft. It's everything I hoped it would be because I was like, if it's not, it's going back. But they're on sale everywhere in every color. But I specifically wanted this fit or type of sweater to get the most wear out of it. I don't have enough of a ready-to-wear luxury budget to just kind of like buy a bunch of different type of designer sweaters. So I knew, like, this comes in a turtleneck, but I knew I wanted it in the crew neck because I could wear it in like the spring and the summer too. It's pretty lightweight. So right now I have like a t-shirt under it to make it thicker for the winter and like more warm. But then in the summer I could throw this on with shorts or like a skirt or something like that and still get my use out of it. So those are the kind of things I think about. I also was thinking about like the one that has like Balenciaga across it, but that's a really thick wool. So again, I would only be able to wear it half the year, and for the price point, I need to be able to wear it year round. So, but yeah, I found this, I can't remember where, but they're on sale literally in every like every store. I know Barney's has them on sale, Essence has them on sale, Net-a-Porter has them on sale, and I think they're around like $500 or $600, and they're typically around $1,000. So they're like 50% off on a lot of sites right now. Lastly, on my wish list were the Manolo Blahnik Lorem heel, and I will put them up here. I don't have them, and honestly I'm pretty sure I don't want them anymore. Yeah, I just don't wear, again, I don't really invest in heels that much because I don't wear them that much. And I would rather, I think I'm leaning more towards the classic style. I put up a picture because I can't think of the name, but just like the closed toe version that just has the like little sparkly bit on the front and like a really fun color, because I just think I would wear those more and the heel isn't as high. And I just think they're more versatile. The Lorem sandal is just really dressy and it's really not my style. So I've seen them a couple times and I've just never had the urge, so I feel like that tells me I don't really want it anymore. I do have 2 pair of Manolo Blahniks that I've caught both on sale, so I'm kind of waiting. I feel like the like after Christmas sales I'll find like a really stunning pair. So that is that for the luxury wish list. Now let's move on to the things I added to my list throughout the year and why. So here are the things I have added throughout the year. Firstly, my Prada boots. Those were not on my wish list at the beginning of the year because they hadn't come out yet, and those I would consider an impulse purchase because I saw them. I didn't get them instantly, but when I saw them, I probably got them, what, a month later? Yeah, I saw them first in August and I purchased them at the end of September, I think. So to me that's an impulse purchase, but I also really thought about all of the ways I would wear them. Like literally every time I saw them I thought about like what kind of outfit, and then when I was it was like that month gap before I got them, I literally was getting dressed and I was like, those boots would be perfect with this outfit. Like at least twice a week I was like, oh, if I had those boots that'd be perfect right now. So I knew I would get a good amount of use out of them, and as you know I basically wear them every day. So okay, another item I added mid-year, and I think I talked about this in a YouTube video, was my pink Chanel flap. I'll put it up because it's kind of far. But I did add that, and I'm not sure, I mean, Chanel medium flap is my favorite style of handbag, and I just realized that was like missing in my wardrobe. I went through this phase of like really only buying neutral handbags, and then when I bought this red bag, I wore it so much that I realized like, oh, this is a great, it's nice to have a pop of color bag that can add interest to an outfit. So then I added that pink one, and then I found her. Next, the Chanel backpack. That was on my 2018 wish list. The Gabrielle Backpack, I put up a picture, and I just finally bit the bullet after I looked for that bag pre-loved for 2 years and I could not find it. Anytime I found it, it was like $100 cheaper. So I finally just treated myself, and when did I get that? I think in June. Yeah, right before I went to Tulum. I just treated myself and purchased it from the store. That was my first ever Chanel handbag purchase. I've purchased shoes from the boutique before. That was my first handbag purchase. So next, another impulse purchase was my Prada Belt Bag. I'll put up a picture. I can't say total impulse. I had been looking online. Once I got my boots, I was just like really into Prada. And I had been looking at like nylon bags, and I wasn't sure if I wanted like a little handheld bag, or I didn't know what I wanted. But then I thought, well, I saw the belt bag in store. I just went in and was like looking around, and I tried it on, and it was just so convenient and so nice and easy and like carefree. It's nylon, so I don't have to worry about it like getting marked up. So I went to lunch and then I went back and bought it. So that was an impulse purchase. And then lastly, my Balenciaga coat, as you know, was one of my 2019 favorites, or best luxury purchases, and that was on my 2018 wish list as well. I actually had the blazer on my wish list, but when I went to the outlet, I tried on both, and I just knew I would get more use out of the coat, and for me it was just more worth the price. They were pretty much, I want to say the coat was maybe $200 more. And I just have so many blazers that I really love that I just felt like investing in a coat would be more worthwhile. They were like $200 apart, but like the coat is usually $3,500 to $4,500, and that one was $1,000. And I just could not pass that up, and the color was perfect, and it was just a neutral. It was from my 2018 wish list. So yeah. Okay guys, that is it. that is my recap for my 2019 luxury wish list items. I hope this was helpful to kind of like help you think through how to make decisions if you want to treat yourself or if you just want to kind of plan for luxury purchases. I will be doing a 2020 luxury wish list probably like right at the beginning of January, but let me know if you want it sooner or if you think it would be helpful. But I need to make my list. I mean, I already have some things on my list, but that will be coming soon. Of course, if you stuck around this long, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video. Follow me on Instagram at HIGHLOWLUXXE and read my blog, HIGHLOWLUXXE.com. As always, thanks for stopping by. See ya.